We're going to remove and reinstall this windshield using Equalizer's latest windshield removal tool, the Raptor. First thing I want to do is put the venom on the outside of the windshield. Now what I want to do is try and locate the corner of the windshield, insert the center start at that point. Now that I have my wire hooked up to the center start, I'm going to go ahead, pull it to the inside, and I want to make sure that I bring enough in that I can wrap around the Raptor approximately 3 times. Now what I'll do, that little bend that I put on in the beginning to attach to the center start, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off. Now that I've brought my wire on the inside of the car, I'm going to wind it on the Raptor approximately 3 times. Now, what determines the direction I wind it? Basically what I'm going to do is I'm looking out the window that I'm cutting, and I'm going to determine which direction I'm cut. So I'm going to cut in a clockwise direction, so therefore I want to wind it on the Raptor opposite. Turn it on, attach the glass, let it go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the outside and I'm going to continue running the wire under the molding on the outside, and then we'll be ready to cut. What I also do is get myself a couple pieces of tape. Just helps hold the wire in place so when I let go, it doesn't come out on me. Now that I've gone the whole way around the perimeter of the windshield, going past where I initially started, what we're going to do is we're actually going to anchor it on the outside. So what I want to do is just continue across, put my piece of tape just to hold it in place, pull a little extra wire, cut, and I'm going to attach it to the mini anchor. When attaching the wire to the mini anchor, it's pretty simple. I go through about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and then just simply twist like a bread tie. Attach the mini anchor. Now that I have the wire run around the perimeter of the windshield and the Raptor's all set up, running and ready to go, we're ready to start cutting. So what I'll do, make sure my dash protector push the whole way down. I'm going to apply gentle pressure on the protector, pushing the wire against the glass. Don't need to push hard, just a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead, start cutting. Now what we do is continue across the bottom. Hold it again. Now that I've started to come up the side, I'm going to make sure I use my headliner protector. But what I want to do first is I want to just break free the A-pillar molding. This way I can now see where that placement pin is. So that way when I'm coming up, I make sure that the wire does not catch the body and actually cuts through the pin. Continue across the top. There again, simply make sure our headliner protector is in. Now what I'm going to do is also make sure a mirror is out of the way. Now what's going to happen is I get close to the center here. I'm going to actually take my protector, the headliner protector, out of the way. And I want to manipulate the wire a little bit so it doesn't cut in to my bracket for all the mirror and accessories. And I'm just gonna tug on the wire a little bit as well, or tug on the wires, make sure that they're not stuck in the urethane. Now that I've safely got past my wires, I'm going to continue across the top and down the side and make the finishing cut. Now that I've got past my placement pin on the corner here, starting to come down the A-pillar, what I'm going to do is move the Raptor again, and then I also want to bring the anchor on the inside. Now I'm ready to put the anchor on the inside. So what I'm going to do is give myself a little bit of slack. Now that I've got the anchor on the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it in the upper right hand corner. I'll also want to make sure that the tab that the wire is attached to is facing the direction that the wire is coming from. Now I'm going to attach the anchor on the upper right hand corner, but what I want to do is make sure that the anchor wire is actually on top of the Raptor wire. It is a little different than the Viper, where the Viper actually goes underneath, but because the Raptor is a little closer to the glass, it gets this end of the wire closer, so we make sure that the anchor end is above the Raptor end. Now that it's getting very close, what I can do is I can take my dash protector out of the way, and I can simply use the headliner protector to cover both ends. And then just make our finishing cut. So as you can see, with very little effort, we were able to get the window out, not cause any damage to the glass or the body.